Hey, it's Dark episode for May the 22nd, 2022. Hello, Dio. Hello, Dio. Dio is happy to see me because I just came home from Smut Slam Victoria, Smut Slam 2023. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it is a kind of an open mic night where people share their stories about some kind of sexual memory or kind of funny story or touching story, and we got kind of a mixture of a bunch of that. I think there was 11 altogether. There was only 8, but then more people came out of the woodwork at the end and did more, shared more of their stories. I did not go up on the stage and share my story because I know whenever I open my mouth in front of an audience, I go about 15 minutes long, and some guy went like 7 minutes long. That was apparently too long. That was actually the very first guy, and was probably a good object lesson for the rest of them. But so yeah, no, I didn't go up on stage. Not that I would have that many. I don't have that many stories to tell. Ja and I, between us, share the Super Bowl Sunday story, which I probably have told on here, where we were getting a little bit kinky, a little bit racy on Super Bowl Sunday, which we were, not football fans, not interested in. So, hey, let's have sex instead. And I got tied to the bed, and she was riding me, and she was having she felt like it was going to be like just amazing orgasm. And then suddenly she gets it's like a shovel to the back of her head, kind of pain exploding in the back of her brain, and she flops off me onto the floor, and I am tied to the bed and can't get at her, and she's not responding, and I'm freaking out. And I did finally manage to get free, and she was enough compos mentis that we were able to get her to the hospital, where we spent the next 6 hours of doctors going, you shouldn't have had sex, you should have watched the football game. And yes, it turned out she had, I guess, there's enough kind of flexing and muscle thing happening that it actually tore something in the back of her, near back of her spine, and actually let out spinal fluid or something. It's spinal cephalopathy. I don't know, something, but it was a sex headache to kill all sex headaches. She ended up having a spinal tap, which was fucking horrible and caused nerve damage that way. But yeah, from then on, it was like Super Bowl Sunday is like just no sex zone. No sex on Super Bowl Sunday. So that was our sex story, which, yeah, Ja wrote out on a piece of paper in a much more condensed version than what I just said. And it got read out, and yeah, got a good reaction. There was a lot of really funny and some sad stories, some just really touching stories. One of the people on the mic, it was just a story about them going across the country in a big VW van full of dildos, going to various pride parades from like big cities to small ones, and just kind of getting to kind of educate and get to share with a lot of people, and just what a wonderful tour that was. And that's one of those ones that kind of really touched me. The woman who won, was about how she wanted to be very prepared for being a vagina thing, being really good at the vagina as a lesbian woman. And the one woman that's like, oh, I couldn't find it, and I'd made fun of so many cis men for not being able to find the clitoris, and but she did the touch test and she found it, and she stayed on that sucker. And yes, she 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 was king of the world. That goes back to a different reference in her story. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. It was a good night. We had a lot of fun. Got to meet Kim and her partner, who Janine knows through her kind of over 50 psychedelics group. So it was really nice to meet her. She seems like a really nice person, and her partner, whose name, of course, has immediately gone out of my head, and got to say hey, and that was all good. So yes, good night. very good night. Now I'm going to go take the guppies in and get into bed and go to sleep. All right, more videos later.